Good afternoon, TYT Sports and the TYT universe in general. Josh Gibbs, and I'm here with another 5 questions in 5 minutes, here to talk about the upcoming NFL season and what 5 players you should be watching. This is unfiltered, it's unscripted, and it's bald. So let's begin. Thought the thing would work out. You know what? Just start.
See, picking pros is easy. Peyton Manning, Megatron, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Adrian Peterson. Those are arguably your top 5. They're going to do well because they consistently perform well. What about rookies? See, that's the thing about them rookies. You just never know which ones are going to pan out. Yeah, you might see more of them in the preseason, but when the regular season starts, unless they move up the depth chart, probably won't be seeing much of them. That damn coyote. Wait. Oh, hell, the water's behind me. What the hell am I even looking at?
So who are the 5 rookies you should keep an eye out on this season? Well, the first one, probably not surprising to a lot of people, is the number 1 draft pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney set school records at South Carolina for quarterback sacks, tackles for loss. He was Defensive Player of the Year for the SEC. He was just an all-around great defensive player. Most people outside of the SEC weren't familiar with him until this hit on Vincent Smith in the Outback Bowl. Pictured here is the exact moment that Smith's soul left his body. Clowney underwent sports hernia surgery back in June. They weren't sure if he was going to be ready to start training camp, and even though he's admitted that he's not at 100% health, he's still doing really well. He nearly flattened his teammate Dennis Johnson when they did full padded practice, and everyone's noticing that he's done all right for himself. He's been working a lot with the first team defense at outside linebacker, and it's not like they're taking it easy on him and they're not giving him a slow start despite his surgery. And we're seeing more and more of what made him the number 1 overall draft pick. And when he's fully healthy, it's going to be interesting to see how the Texans employ him. Next up, in keeping with the linebacker theme, is C.J. Mosley of the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens needed to add speed to their linebacking core this year, and they got exactly that in C.J. Mosley. He had 319 career tackles at Alabama and played in a pro-style defense, so he's really used to rushing the passer and getting in there real quick. He had 6.5 sacks, 5 interceptions. He's a really versatile player, and he works well in coverage. He's already making a really big impression on camp. You got guys like Terrell Suggs, Joe Flacco, who are already taking notice of him, and it's possible that he could take over the spot for Arthur Brown. He's also been turning the heads of his coaches and people like that. He's really fast on the ball. And it's going to be great to see how he stands out if he gets a shot to play on first team defense. Oh man, I just love the family circus. Terrence West of the Browns is up next. The Cleveland Browns are committed to the run game, and that showed when they drafted running back Terrence West in the 3rd round. Now, this is not good news if you're a Johnny Manziel fan and hope to see a lot of bombs. First of all, Manziel's probably not even getting the starting position, and West is really not in any danger of usurping Ben Tate for the starting position, but at least he's trying. He's been turning heads since training camp began, and he's really been putting on a show for the coaches. He has a passion for football, and that's really what people want to see. Now, does Ben Tate have any competition for a starting job? Maybe not. But, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, considering that the Browns finished tied for 27th in rushing yardage last season. So they're looking for any kind of improvements, and Terrence West can certainly bring them maybe a much-needed shot in the arm. Sammy Watkins, Buffalo Bills, wide receiver. Sammy Watkins is the most talented wide receiver of this rookie class. The guy can make incredible catches, and all of his videos have gone viral from rookie camp so far. Now, on the flip side, if you have to make a lot of one-handed and spectacular grabs, that means the passes aren't coming to you where they should. They're not hitting you right in the numbers. However, his athleticism, his talent, and his ability to at least go for the ball and to make those catches, people should take notice of that. He's instantly going to improve E.J. Manuel's progress. The Bills decided to trade up to get a receiver in the 1st round of the draft, and that shows that they have a lot of confidence in what he brings to the table. He stood out when training camp began, and it's only continued from there. It's going to be really exciting to watch him this season. And finally, John Brown of the Arizona Cardinals. Holy crap! The Arizona Cardinals know that if they want to return to championship contenders, they need a wide receiver to pair with Larry Fitzgerald. They had Anquan Boldin, but he left back in 2010. Michael Floyd showed some promise last season, but it's just not enough, especially if you want to compete at this level in the NFL. And everybody's been talking so far about John Brown, who came from a relatively unknown Division II school, Pittsburgh State, but he's been turning heads with his touchdown grabs, his crisp running routes. He's just blown everyone away. Now, is there any chance that he's going to overtake Ted Ginn Jr. on the depth chart? Who knows? That's the exciting thing about watching rookies, is that you just can't tell what's going to happen. Injuries could get plagued on the starters. Anything can really come into play here. But when you have someone who's as talented naturally as John Brown is and has the glowing endorsement of not only the coaches but the owners as well, then it's a really bright future for him, and I'm excited to watch him play. That's all the time we have for today. If you like this video, if you didn't like this video, leave a comment below. Let us know about it. If there's any improvements we can make, believe me, I'll make them. If you have any subjects you want me to address, same. Leave them in the comment section below, and we'll make it happen. Hopefully, I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.